Hi everybody, welcome to Skin Secrets. Today we will be talking about crystal and diamond microdermabrasion. Let me give you a little bit of a history. Diamond microdermabrasion is something that we currently use. It is still very popular in the salons, medical spas. It is a sweet mechanical exfoliation procedure. Um, but let's go back to Italy. In 1985, the first crystal microdermabrasion was developed, and they were using aluminum oxide and sodium bicarbonate. Now, aluminum oxide is a second hardest mineral, and guess what the first one is? Diamond, of course. So back in Italy, 1985, aluminum oxide and sodium bicarbonate. They were using those crystals, using a suction, and the crystals, it was a little bit messy, so you really had to control and know what you're doing. There was a special weaving technique, and you had to really adjust the suction of the machine not to make a mess. Those crystals could very easily migrate to a client's nose and ears. And just 3 years later, 1999, the diamond dermabrasion was developed. But let me tell you about the FDA. So Italy, 1985. In 1996, crystal microdermabrasion makes it to the United States of America. So it only took, what, 11 years? Yes. 11 years later, crystal microdermabrasion comes to the United States. It only takes 3 years to figure out that, no one wants to admit that aluminum oxide or sodium bicarbonate are bad. However, it is linked to coughing, difficulty breathing, and lung damage. Yeah. So no one does the crystal microdermabrasion anymore. It is linked to respiratory problems and both to the technician and your guest that is paying for the procedure. So right now we do use something that's diamond. It's a diamond abrasive tip, and like I said, diamond is the first hardest mineral out there. So today your machine will look like this. It will have a suction. You'll feed a felt tip. Back in the day, the machines used to come with metal filter that will collect dead skin. And guess what? Oftentimes, these filters you could sterilize them and reuse them. And what happened was, oftentimes they will warp, and you will cause damage to your client's skin, and they can sue you for scratches. So anyways, this is your diamond microdermabrasion. This treats, so this is a mechanical exfoliation. This is still a pretty good procedure, out there. The cost of the machine and cost of the felt tips and your stones, your diamond tips, is very little, so you shouldn't be paying more than $90 per procedure, if not 50. But there are still places that charge 200 and up for the procedure. So this treats basically, it treats surface problems. It is a great way of mechanical exfoliation of the skin. So it treats dullness, it treats acne, it helps with acne, it helps with hyperpigmentation and fine lines. So, generally after a procedure, you're a little bit pink, but it's a great resurfacer of your pores. So anything from even if it's dry, if you have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, it is great for resurfacing the skin. You can also do it, treat rosacea patients with it, or clients, but you just avoid the cuperos, avoid the red area. Just use common sense. I'm going to show you how to use this. So I just, for this procedure, you glove up, you use the filter I already put in. Make sure that you do not reuse these filters. This is porous surface, so you can't sterilize it, you can't disinfect it. This goes back to the garbage. You can clean the tip. The way you clean it is you after procedure you will rinse it, wash it with antibacterial soap, scrub your instruments, and then soak it for 15 minutes in alcohol, and then you can put it in your UV sterilizer, okay? But if you have an autoclave, you can use that. So let me turn this machine on. I'm going to show you just basic moves. There's a lot of newbies out there, and you may think that this is such a oh my god, how I'm going to do it. It's pretty use common sense. It's pretty easy to do. So anyways, the way I check the suction, and generally I have gloves on so I can go like this, and I will know how much of air is sucking up. I can go like this, use this finger, any finger is good, as long as you're not, causing hickeys. Make sure your clients are not on retinols or not on Accutane or any acne medication. This is safe for pregnant, this is safe for lactating. So, anything you can do during that time, women love it. Men love it too. So, let me just use a little makeup wipe. I'm going to wipe my skin down. Hi Jessica. Yes, I'm wiping just with I'm just wiping my skin with just a makeup remover. And I'll give you a little trick. This is pretty cool. If you have acetone, use acetone, cosmetic acetone. And don't be scared. If you don't have acetone, use just alcohol. Spray a cotton round and just go. In this case, I'm using alcohol. So if you're using this on a client, make sure you tell them, close your eyes, try not to breathe or inhale this booze. Fan your clients so they are comfortable. Everything you do, and explain, tell them what you're doing. People like to know, unless you have one of those that jump into your bed and go, they go to sleep right away. But anyway, so alcohol degreases the skin, but it doesn't take the moisture away. If you use acetone, the acetone will take the moisture from your skin, and it will also take the oils out. So it makes it very good for peels. It makes it very good for, makes this procedure very a lot more stronger than just alcohol. Alcohol just takes the makeup and it takes, and it's not, acetone. They say, oh my God, acetone, alcohol, it's so bad, it dries out your skin. Yeah, but that's the purpose. You want to dry the skin to resurface it, and make it glowy, right? So I'll show you how I do a microdermabrasion. This is common sense. You split the face in half, and you work the forehead. You do under the eye. You go very lightly. You do the nose, and you can go either. You can come out of the. So everything is half. Okay, you're working like this, and then down. So I'll show you. I'll do the first pass like that. And I'll just the trick to this procedure is to be thorough. Do you know what I mean? When a woman leaves your treatment room, or when a client, I should rather say, leaves your treatment room, it should be continuous, it should be steady, it should be all over continuous treatment. You can't just leave, marks like this and beat up a client with this, You have to be very thorough. And sometimes, hold the skin taut so it's nice and homogeneous. And ask them throughout the treatment, are you okay? Am I hurting you? Is this okay? Is this comfortable? And if you skip a beat, you know, because everybody has a different bone structure, if you skip a beat, you know, just make sure you return it and kind of you are in control. Make sure that they know that. And that's how I like to do it, you know. And always go along the jawline. There's always a lot of congestion here for some people. And if you're going down the neck, go down. This should be a nice upgrade, you know. Neck and décolleté are never included. But if they will pay a little bit extra for the neck and décolleté, include their hands. You can always resurface their hands, because we always do this. You know what I mean? And we like to match. So let me go back here. And I leave the nose for last. And if, you know, like I have high cheekbones, so if it doesn't want to go, and if I continuously skip the beat, you know, I go this way, and it's fine too. So, one more thing, make sure, you know, some people do this, and they work like this, they hover over, you know, for me this is suffocation, I can't. So I always, what I like to do, I always place my cable like this on my elbow. So when I'm working a client and they're, let's say their face is here, I'm always elevated. I always, you know, I don't want to, you don't want to do this to a client. And also one more thing that I wanted to stretch, I really can't. If you have a patient or a client, guest, you know, who is paying for a treatment, please don't turn their head so you're comfortable, you know, working on them. It's not professional. You are the technician. You go out of your way and treat them like gold. You know, you want to make sure that they are pampered and they come out of your treatment room beautiful and rested. So yeah, don't try to be, you know, don't try to help yourself by turning, you know, and some clients will, you know, go, you know, you can, one thing you can ask them to do is to raise their chin up so you can work on their neck. That's acceptable, because you know you want this area, and they will be very receptive to it. But just don't turn their head, you know, during the treatment, you know, just to make it easy for you. I don't think it's professional. The way you do the nose, so make sure that hold the forehead, go in the crevices right here, go right on the you know, there's a lot of comedones, slower comedones here. And on the nose, go down. And tell your clients, I'm approaching your nose, can you breathe? And don't go like this, don't, you know, don't do this. This is a sensitive area, you know, like. So just go like this. Go around. And this is fine. And check with your, you know, magnifying lamp over here. You know, turn it on. Make sure that they are clean. The pores are really resurfaced. And for the nose, if you really want to be meticulous, you can change your tip to. So this is D 150, and this is D D 200. So 200 is a little bit smaller. And it goes, you know, a little bit better around the crevices. So that's about it. In 1999, diamond microdermabrasion, this microdermabrasion came around because, you know, I mean, they were very not sure about the aluminum oxide. They say that it's not carcinogenic, but and non-toxic. But you know, there's a reason they're not doing it anymore. So, although I can tell you a story back in New York, when I was working in Zara, I was the floor coordinator, and this was in my high school years. I can tell you that there was an Asian woman that would come in right after her treatment, and I knew right then and there. I didn't know that it was microdermabrasion. but she would come in with her white, you know, straight from the spa, white band, you know, and her face was very, very red, you know, especially right around here. But she was glowing and she was beautiful, and I knew she had a resurfacing you know, treatment done. I didn't know at the time what it was, but you know, that was that. So that was a long time ago. So anyways, if you have any questions, hit me. If I omitted something, please let me know. If there's a treatment that you want me to show you, if there's anything, any machine, or you know, if you have any questions, just let me know. And in the meantime, subscribe to my channel, and see you soon. Ciao.